Welcome to a potential podcast, my attempt at jump-starting my creative life, or perhaps a little bit of my life in general. I've reached a place where I feel I've had a lot of cool conversations, I've done a lot of cool things, I've lived a lot of cool life. That's not a proper sentence, but whatever. And I feel that I've managed to keep, well, not managed, but I've had all of this life just for myself, and I've experienced it by myself, and I feel that there's things that I could share from this life, from my life experience. I'm not saying I've been on this earth for a really long time, but the years I've been blessed with have been great, and I would really like to share parts of those years, parts of my general life with someone outside of my immediate, I guess, circle, or people in my immediate kind of atmosphere. That sentence doesn't make sense. You get what I'm saying. Anyway, I first have to just be honest. It has taken me a really long time to just sit down and get this episode down because, if I'm honest, I've been freaking out. I've been having moments. I've recorded it a couple times. I've recorded pieces. It's taken me like a good 2 months to just sit down and say, you know what, say your words. And it will work out, I promise. This is me talking to myself. I do that. You'll get used to it. Anyway, thank you for listening. And yeah, let me just, break it down. Let's have the chat. So this podcast is about growth through learning. Not just me learning how to podcast, which you are currently seeing, but also learning from others and their experiences. I'll be doing interviews. I'll be reviewing other podcasts and just trying any other type of episode that exists if I like it, because honestly I plan to freestyle this thing and learn how it grows, because I really do just want to let it be what it needs to be, let it flow the way it needs to flow. Structure will come from letting the creative platform create as we go. Ooh, that sounded deep. Anyway, getting back to the point. So you're getting in on the first level. This is my intro episode, if you haven't noticed, because I'm a professional. Where I'm just going to share a little bit about myself, and I guess why I was called to be here, sitting in a room, talking to myself. But, well, I'm talking to you. You're listening. So anyway, I've always wanted to be a creator of some sort, share a piece of myself with others, whether it be in word or deed. It's taking me a couple years to finally work up the courage to just do it. As I've said, I've had the ability to do it just more in my personal life, in my own spaces, in my own comfort zone. And I think there's something about doing it out loud in a public space that scares the living quailites out of me. Ooh, another thing you will learn, I make up words. And those words will be made up, and we just roll with it because we're here now. And it's my podcast, so leave me. Anyway, so I'm generally a very risk-averse person. People wouldn't believe that, but I am. I stay away from things I can't control or get out of easily. So this is a very big step for me, and I hope that it leads to just many more. Henceforth, why I said the kickstart of my life thing. This is going to be a fun ride. We're going on this journey together. This is a slightly different podcast because, as I said, I'm going to be learning, not just from the best in an attempt to join their ranks, but also trying to contribute to this world that inspires me every day. Hopefully these interviews that I have with people whose brains I'd like to pick just add to the amazing podcast that exists in this world as it is. Honestly, I just want to give someone a mic and let them talk, and hopefully ask some questions that they're willing to answer, maybe dig deep, maybe stay light. Honestly, I just want us to laugh, talk, chat, spend some good times together. I've listened to a variety of podcasts, and I love to hear what people have to say, and I would be amiss to not share some of those amazing platforms that have led me here. I was inspired recently, not even when I first came up with this podcast, to actually start reviewing the podcasts that I've ingested. I might start reviewing other things as well, just simply because there's a lot of content I take in on a daily basis, and I feel, why not share my views and thoughts? Maybe I can lead you to something that you would have never given a chance, or you would have never watched or listened to. I will also be in prep, and this is just me being honest, I'll be trying as well to kind of build my own knowledge base, because I just don't want to sit here and just talk nonsense for however many minutes these podcasts end up being. I would like to contribute as much as I can to you, the listener, as we go. I've lined up some interviews with some cool people who have traits or experiences I want to learn more about. I honestly find it so interesting to let someone share about themselves and just learn how they tick. Everyone has a story, and I'm taking it as my job that story needs to be told, and I would like to help them tell it. And I find as well that I learn a lot about myself through learning about others, and I hope that you'll also get that, because we are human beings, and this human experience is one thing that we share. There's differences and different things that make us unique, but at the end of the day, at our core, we are all made of carbon. Ooh, I recently learned, fun fact, that the carbon we are made of is the same as stars. Literal stars. So when someone tells you you're a star, you're literally made up of stars. Yeah. Take that to the bank. Yeah. I don't know why I said that. This podcast is going so well. And then I got weird. Anyway, we're here now. So the reason I named the podcast a potential podcast is because it has the potential to be whatever we want it to be. The operative word being we. Because you've spent your valuable time listening, so we're now on this mission together. Welcome. I hope you'll grow to love this platform as much as I do, and it will add as much value to you as you've given me in listening. Please leave your comments or podcast episode suggestions wherever you listen to your podcasts, so we can get going. I'm very happy to at least try and attempt every suggestion I get, just simply because you spend time suggesting it. I am in the design phase of building this platform, so the socials will follow, and then from there we can maybe interact some more. But pretty much we're here now, and I'm at the end of this episode, so let me do my closer, because they said I must do a closer. So this is the Potential Podcast with Tracy Lee. Thank you for giving me your time and your ears. I pray this podcast and I live up to our potential.